Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
For the Seahawks and Eagles, you might remember they met up in the wild card round a season ago. It's a night Philly fans could probably stand to forget. Carson Wentz exited early after just 4 passes thrown, and Josh McCown had 40 years of age brought in, but the Seahawks, they were too tough as they slugged out a 17-9 victory.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. From the gun, it's Wilson. And able to find Dorsett.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Wilson slings this out to Metcalf.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the 41, Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Just 1 catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run this with Homer. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
He's brought down by Terrell Burgess.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First down.
Going on the ground with Homer. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. This is Homer. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Get ready. 50 seconds, Mike, 50 seconds. Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Right back to him on first down. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. We're scoreless after 1. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. This is caught. Watkins. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins. 38 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of the ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Wilson. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now a handoff looking right, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 52 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Check 3, check 3.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
It's just me and you.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Push him back. 57's the mic. Watch 57. And let's pitch it up.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
57's mic. Watch 57.
2nd and 9.
We don't want none. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now they try the right side here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
54's mic. 54's mic. Check, check. Watch. 19 tracking.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick here is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football, it's something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 27.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Let's go. Let's get this ball.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 73 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Now Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Now Myers for the extra point.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
17, Seahawks 14.
Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down. Here's Hurts.
That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's Wilson to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. Now it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game.
Did you see how the linebackers froze for just a second? That's why you run play action. You want to keep them rooted in the spot and create a little bit of extra space so your tight end can find some room behind them. And then the quarterback finds his target downfield, and he turns it into 6 points.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Eagles 24, Seahawks 21. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They hand off to their big tight end. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Going with their tight end on 4th. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they try the right side here. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Hurts. This ball complete to Rager. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?